Jesus, the great Son of God, he didn't need an invitation. He went and sat upon the lectern. He went and took a chair. That day when they taught, they didn't teach Stephen standing up. That would be a chair sitting on the stage, sitting for the teacher of the hour. And Jesus, I want you to see this now. Jesus was not an in-demand synagogue preacher. Jesus was not the big-time preacher that every church had to have him. Here we are in Judaism. They had their savants of the law. They had those who knew how we wanted to hear it, how we wanted you to preach, how we wanted you to hoop, if you will. We know how we want to hear it, and we know who we want. And you know there has to be some order here. So we already have a schedule of who we want. So who are you to come sit in that chair as if it has your name on it? Can you see that authority? Who are you to come sit in this chair as if it has your name on it? I want you to look at this chair if you're present. I want you to look at this chair if you're at home. And on this chair, I want you to see financial breakthrough. Whoever sits on this chair receives financial breakthrough. You can bring 100 people in here. I guarantee you 100 folk won't sit down. They won't sit down. 100 people, all you have to do is sit down. Leave your home, come to the church, and sit down. You might get one, you might get two, you might get three. I guarantee you won't get 100. When it requires us to exercise our faith, then we don't want God anymore. When it requires us to step up and assume our places of authority in the kingdom, we don't step up. We've had a lot of individuals come through City of Faith Church. Every now and then, I pray and I look specifically for certain people, just to pray for them. Some folk I ain't seen in a year. Some people I ain't seen in weeks. Some people I hadn't seen in years. And I pray for them, get them in my spirit. Sometimes I go through their social feed just to see what they're going through. And in 95% of the cases, I say, oh, Lord, you just look. Oh, man, that's your seat. Julia, bring me a chair. I got 2 seats. One seat is abundant victory. This seat over here goes from woman to woman. That seat there goes from man to man. Lord, oh, that praying, I'm happy for you. You found love. I'm engaged. 2 weeks later, somebody else at the baseball game with you. Good Lord Almighty. Just hurting, man. Hurting. Found a new job. Oh, man. See, I'm in the middle. I ain't over there. Don't find a job, find a purpose. See that? Don't get employed, get hired by God. I see the booze, alcohol. You know, I've been there when I was in college. Boy, the empty bottle was something. I don't know what it was. You know, we did what we did, and we put the empty bottles on the shelf. Like, I don't know. Some sense of accomplishment, I guess. But it's rough when you fought at something. And then you got the pictures with red Kool-Aid in it. I mean, that can't be. But this a seat if you want it. This seat got the red Kool-Aid in it. This seat has a purple drink in it. This seat has drugs, alcohol, and high-risk situations in it. That's what this seat is. This seat bounced from job to job. This seat bounced from church to church to church to church. That's what this seat is. And we all get a choice to sit in one of these seats. The seat that life will impress upon us to sit in is this old worldly seat over here. This is where life will cause us, compel us, encourage us to sit. But Jesus said over here, here's the seat for the great teacher. And Jesus sat down in this seat of destiny. He believed he had a divine right to sit there. He believed he needed not an invitation because the synagogue was his synagogue. The God that they were worshiping was himself. I dare you to decree and declare your rightful position. When I use the word declare, when you look in customs, when you go out to another country, coming back into the United States, they're going to ask you, the custom agency is going to ask you, do you have anything to what? Declare. And what they're going to say is, can you take an inventory? Can you take an accounting of what you actually have and put it on the counter for me to examine? So when we say declare a thing, see, the believer has gone to a foreign country called heaven. And God supernaturally sends us back into this realm called the earth. And there's a customs agent of life who says, okay, believer, okay, saint of God, okay, Christian, okay, God man, do you have anything to declare from heaven? Do you have anything to proclaim that God has given you? Because I got some trouble on this other side. I got some sickness when you walk through this door. I got some pain when you walk through this door. I got some poverty when you walk through this door. I got some defeat when you walk through this door. I got some gossip when you walk through this door. I got failure. I got prison. I got getting shot. I have terrorism. This is what I have in life. Do you have anything to declare? See, the believer has what God says to declare. Well, I'm declaring that I am the righteousness of God. I am declaring that I am full of the Holy Spirit. I am declaring that I am a believer. I am declaring that I'm no longer a part of this world. I'm a part of that world. I am declaring that you cannot touch me unless you want to deal with them back over there. When's the last time you declared Christ in your situation? When's the last time you declared the reality of who you are as a believer and the atmosphere of who society says that you are? We need to take time to find out who we're in God. That's the only way we're going to sit down. That's the only way we're going to take our rightful position. All right, Anna. Come up here and sit in one of these chairs. Come on. All right. Now, I didn't even tell her. I'm sorry. I'm happy at work. Y'all clap your hand, clap your hand, clap your hand, clap your hand. I was like, oh, Lord, this might not work. But I did not tell her where to sit down. I didn't tell her where to sit down. Now, she did really look over here, y'all. She did. And I don't think she was listening the whole time today, but she even got a sense of which chair was the best chair to sit in. I'm just preaching and teaching, trying to give somebody a sense of what chair to sit in. I can't tell you what chair to sit in. I can't make you sit in the chair. It's your belief. Now, the other thing that's amazing, this chair was closer than that chair. This chair, even in the natural, is the most convenient. It also has the greater blessing. Jesus sat down and began to teach. You need to start taking authority in your life. You need to start declaring what God says over your life and over your situation. Declare, 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 declare.